If you offer fractional executive services like fractional CFO, fractional CRO, this video will show you how you can attract a lot of attention to your services very quickly. Watch. The first thing I want to see is how much of a market there is for fractional services. I'll type in fractional CFO in SEMrush to see what it comes back with. And look at the data here. Lots of types of services. There's 566 keywords related to that. And if you look at the volume, this is the monthly volume in the United States. Fractional CFO, over 8,000 searches. The big thing you want to take a look at here is the keyword difficulty. The darker the color, the easier it is to get ranked on. This number is between 0 and 100, so that ones that are really low are relatively easy terms. Take a look at a pattern that you see here. Fractional CFO Houston, fractional CFO San Antonio. Looks like someone's doing a lot of searches in Texas. My guess is those are probably an anomaly. I don't think all cities are like that. What it does show is the difficulty level is 0. If you use this as a pattern for a search for your city, such as fractional CFO, whatever your city is, you can probably get ranked pretty fast. If you provide services that are local, use that keyword as your target. With remote work, you might not need to be local. Take a look at this. Go down here, SaaS fractional CFO. Almost 500 searches being done every single month with keyword difficulty of just 2. Take a look here. Companies are paying $29 a click to Google to just get 1 click. 100 clicks, $3,000. You don't need to be spending that. Because the keyword difficulty is so low, 2 out of 100, it means you can get ranked relatively quickly if you publish a high quality article. What does high quality mean? It just means, in this case, you need to be better than the current pages. Well, let's take a look at what they look like. You can see these companies here. I'll just hop over to a couple of these pages. This one is currently the top ranked site. All you need to do is produce information that's better. It's a relatively short page. Let's take a look at some of the other ones. Number 2 is this one. Again, moderate amount of information on the page. And now the third one. This one looks like it's got a little bit more information. Nevertheless, it's still ranked number 3. Did you notice that each one of those pages had an exit intent pop-up? What that means is when I was about to leave the page, a pop-up appeared to capture my contact information. You should be putting those on all of your pages to convert your visitors into leads. Now it's time to write the article. And you might be thinking, that's the hardest part, isn't it? Not with MakeMEDIA. Here's my account, and I've already set up a company profile for fractional CFOs. The next thing I want to do is create a buyer persona. Usually that takes several days of work, but I can do it in 1 minute. I just click Give Me Ideas, and it comes back with the types of buyers who actually could hire a fractional CFO. And these make a lot of sense. CEO of a growth stage company, and so on. I'll go ahead and have MakeMEDIA generate the full personas. MakeMEDIA came back with a pretty solid persona idea here. This is a growth stage company. The CEO is looking to scale to 10 million, optimize cash flow, burn rate, a whole bunch of other things. Things like pain points, challenges, information sources, and most importantly, messaging. The reason it's important to use a persona is that you want to write your content for one person. We picked the CEO. That's the person that's going to make the hiring decision. To make the article, I just click Make Article. I can enter my idea here, select the buyer journey stage as well as the target persona, and then I can put in the keywords that I'm trying to go after. MakeMEDIA comes back with a very strong outline, and I don't have to type a word. All I have to do is answer questions on things that I already know about. This article is broken into 4 sections. I've got talking points for each section. When I'm ready to start talking, I just click Start, and it records my conversation, and it will then turn my words, thoughts, ideas, use cases, customer stories, all of that into an authentic article. And if I'm not sure what I should say, it actually gives me tips. I'll show you an example of one of the articles in a moment. The thing that's really going to get you traction is if you produced numerous articles that created a content cluster. Google rewards lots of content around the same topic. But what do you write about? MakeMEDIA's content planner to the rescue. MakeMEDIA then comes back with a whole bunch of topics that relate to what a CEO would want in a fractional CFO. I can make changes or continue to the keywords. These are keywords that represent all of the things that you might want to get found on. And in 1 click, I've got a complete content plan that shows what a CEO will want in a CFO along their entire buyer journey. Awareness, consideration, evaluation. If I like one of these articles, I can just click the star and it adds it to my content queue. When I go to the content queue, I've got the articles listed here. It even shows me the SEO keywords that this article will pursue, as well as the types of questions that this article is designed to answer. When I'm ready to work on it, I can just click this Use This Idea button. It goes right to that same spot where I can make an article just by talking. So what does it look like? Here's an article that I worked on a little while back, and it's got all the general stuff that you saw a moment ago, the outline, the keywords, and so on. This is the actual transcript of me talking. I can download that if I want. Then MakeMedia created the full article. It knows when you're switching topics while you're talking, and it creates a subheading. It knows when you're talking and it needs to create a bulleted list, and it makes a bulleted list for you. It automatically embeds all of the keywords in strategic locations so the article is SEO friendly right out of the box. All you need to do is make a few polishing touches and you're ready to go. Not only that, it also makes LinkedIn posts for you that have a hook, strong body, and a call to action at the end, all ready to go out of the box. So if you're a CFO looking for fractional work, follow this plan and you will have a strong chance of getting inbound traffic very quickly. Also, if you'd like to try MakeMedia, visit MakeMedia.ai, click try it free on the top, and watch this next video on how to fast track getting your article indexed on Google.